How do you speak more ad hoc, more impromptu, making quick decisions without hesitation? Hi, I'm Marissa Santorio, and I help professionals how to own their value and stand out so they can increase their income and impact over time, cultivating a consistent network that they can trust. This is a question that recently came up in a training workshop where professionals want to be in meetings, they want to be maybe even in their one-on-ones with their boss or management, and they want to be able to quickly, without hesitation, make a decision or share a point or an opinion, and they're holding themselves back, right? They're not as impromptu as they would like. And so what I've seen in my own career and from those that I've coached over the years is that oftentimes when you're speaking, let's just say, setting this up for context, you're speaking about a project or maybe a goal that the team wants to accomplish, the fog of indecision will settle in if you don't feel like you have enough business context or knowledge about that given project or goal where you can, for instance, communicate the threats or the risks to that project, where you can speak to the opportunities or the benefits of going in a certain direction. If you can have a pulse, I'm not saying you have to have all of the information that you need on the spot so that you're sharing what you're sharing confidently, but you just need to have enough so that you can speak to the threats and opportunities, you can speak to the benefits and risks, you can speak to what happens if we go in this direction or don't move in that direction, just having a pulse on that, right? Because the knowledge and the context is so key so that you're not just shooting from the hip, right? And also it demonstrates that you are able to lead in that capacity, in that role, and that you have a very good understanding of the overall picture. Sometimes speaking to the details and being too far in, drilling into the details actually works against you. Right? A lot of times you can lose your audience, your client, or your manager's attention because you're too far into the details instead of staying high up and rolling up information for them. So that's really what I'm speaking to here today. I will share though, a lot of this is also having increased trust in your intuition, in your gut, right? If you look at any successful leader that has built a very strong career for him or herself, they will share that their confidence to make split-second decisions, to be decisive, to be more impromptu and do what needs to be done in the moment, they will share that it didn't happen overnight. It came about from years of having increased trust in themselves, right? Having enough data and having enough knowledge about the given business context, the given project, to be able to go for it, make a split-second decision, learn from that. Was it successful? Wasn't, right? And so with those gutsy moves and that increased trust and intuition, the smaller steps that they've taken over time in that regard have actually built their confidence, right? They have years of experience of facing unpredictable failures and unexpected results. And we all know that you don't live in a vacuum, right? We're dependent on other people for the success of our work, for the success of our projects. And so if somewhere downstream that, cuts into our project because someone else was delayed or, things changing requirements or unforeseen circumstance, we have to pivot. That's part of leadership. So it's never going to be perfect, but it is it is based on research and fact that unless you start moving and jumping into those conversations and not hesitating, even if you have, a strong understanding but not the whole picture, then go for it, right? Share what you need to say. And also if you're feeling like you are, you sort of have that nudge to share an opinion, a recommendation, share that you disagree with the direction, right? That's part of the conversation as well. I don't agree with the direction we're taking. And then, sharing a little bit about what to back up your point. So it does come with practice, as with everything. You have to sort of jump in there at the deep end of the pool. But give yourself permission to just have enough knowledge, enough context to be able to jump in and share that thought, right? And I think especially as women, we don't always give ourselves permission to do that. So I hope this was helpful. And hey, if you haven't checked it out, please check out my free audio leadership program where I give you 5 top strategies on how to own your authority in your career, along with some additional resources. All right, I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.